Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Bytes. It's Obi-Wan here, giving you the deepest dishes from the deepest depths of crypto. Well, the market's pretty shit right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's not really anything kind of catching my eye right now. There's a bunch of small caps kind of pumping here and there, but it's very small pumps. They're pretty random, and I don't think it's really worth kind of populating your timeline with kind of nonsensical videos and shitty projects that don't really add any value. However, there is a lot of great and good movements happening in the background, as I've told you guys would happen. People adopting blockchain because this crypto thing is just really about the tech, guys. It's not really about meme coins and whatever. It's about the tech. It's about understanding how this technology can add value to businesses, and then that kind of can filter into whatever project we're into and the adoption and etc. and price and money. But yeah, I think if you start from the tech and the practicality, you can't lose in this market. So there's so many good things happening. So for example, in Brazil, mass adoption is taking off. They've just established a licensing regime for virtual asset service providers, which is massive. Brazil being one of the biggest economies in Latin America, very very kind of important economy. Yeah, so their holding in cryptocurrency has reached record highs. Yeah, there's just so many good things happening there. I think they're looking at registering Bitcoin futures in their stock exchange. The United Kingdom, there was a landmark kind of court ruling that has ruled NFTs as private property. Yeah, and I know a lot of the government are very keen on it. I know who was that guy? There was that guy that like Matt Hancock. He's always at crypto events in London. These guys are very aware. And there's a couple of like crypto groups where you have to have an NFT to be in them. But yeah, Matt Hancock is a part of a lot of those kind of things. They're very aware of blockchain, and I think it's inevitable that this kind of gets integrated into the wider economy. So there's that. You have El Salvador. Of course, El Salvador's been big, but they're investing more money into creating a Bitcoin city, and kind of creating an economy around cryptocurrencies. They've been accepting more and more Bitcoin payments. A lot of their companies have been accepting cryptocurrencies. They've welcomed 44 central bankers from a bunch of countries: Ghana, Burundi, Jordan, Maldives, Pakistan. Okay, a lot of developing nations. Pakistan, especially, is big things happening there. I think they're a big adopter of a Phantom blockchain. They're very forward thinking, and I think they're skilling up their workforce, their tech workforce, incredibly fast. Ghana as well is one of the go-to places in Africa right now. Very solid leadership. The Central African Republic, yes. Okay, so they've legalized the use of cryptocurrencies in financial markets, and they're one of the first. Oh, they were the first. Okay, and they're launching Sango Coin, a central banking digital currency, and they're looking to raise 1 billion over the next year. Um, Okay, not sure about that. They've announced a plan to allow foreign investors to buy citizenship for $60,000 worth of Sango coins. Okay, some Andrew Tate stands are gonna like that. Big up Andrew Tate, top G. Yeah, yeah. Um, oh, that initiative was blocked and seen as unconstitutional. Yeah, I can see there being a problem if people start just buying citizenship. I think it will be a lot of creeps looking to kind of take advantage of the lack of there's probably a lack of protections for kids and people in general. I can't see the best and brightest people all of a sudden wanting to become citizens of the Central African Republic. I'm not going to lie. But moving on, United Arab Emirates, strong contenders. These guys are so forward thinking. The Arabs are very, very forward thinking. I really respect how they've taken the advantage of their oil money in the early 20th century and expanded that into so many things. They bought football clubs. They've just diversified and become a real kind of a real force in the financial markets. So Dubai has established a legal framework for crypto, aiming at protecting investors, etc. Very, very good things. They were the first. The now bankrupt crypto exchange FTX was amongst the first to obtain the same license. Okay, so they still need to work on that. I think I'm going to make a video about that. Some of the things that I think is proof of liquidity. I think there's a very good chance that decentralized exchanges are going to overtake centralized exchanges, because if you can kind of use smart contracts to make sure that they have like enough liquidity, proof of liquidity, etc., proof of assets, then they could eventually become a lot more trustworthy and safer than centralized exchanges, where we have to kind of hope that they're being regulated properly and hope that they're doing the paperwork properly. FTX managed to dodge a lot of investigation, a lot of kind of regulation that should have stopped them from doing a lot of what they were doing. So I think it's not a great moment for the financial markets, but I think in the future you guys will understand how pivotal and important this is, because this will only lead to greater transparency. Uh, right. Yeah, Dubai is also the Arabs are also very big on the metaverse. So they've launched the Dubai metaverse strategy. They want to become one of the top 10 metaverse economies. I'm not gonna lie, metaverse is promising, but I haven't seen anything to catch my eye. So I'm gonna have to keep kind of having a look out and watching out for that. They want to open the first city in metaverse, open their first metaverse city dubbed Sajahaverse, described as photorealistic, physics accurate, etc. Fine. Okay. Australia has also overtaken El Salvador as the fourth largest crypto adopter. I think they've been installing crypto ATMs like crazy. There's also a lot of companies adopting crypto kind of technology. So BMW is using BNB coin, Binance coin, to streamline their financial operations and get around a lot of paperwork. They're also using CoinWeb to create a loyalty program and kind of incentive program to support people buying more of their products and services. Alfa Romeo is doing a similar thing, where they're using blockchain to create, was it NFTs? Yeah. Oh no, they're using it to keep track of the car's whole life cycle, and using NFTs to keep records of and data on the car. Mercedes Benz is using it to trace carbon emissions. Bentley is using Polygon to drop their first NFTs with exclusive perks and benefits. So there's all this amazing adoption going on that's happening quietly, guys. There's so much going on in crypto. I think, right now we're still developing onto the next bull market, but I think, some of these moves are going to be very, 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 very significant. We're just seeing that kind of that kind of phase where people are kind of the big dogs are kind of slowly putting in their investments in the right places. And I think 2024, 2025, we're going to see that kind of commercial rush again, that bull run. But yeah, this is just for the naysayers. There's all these people who, every time the market's down, oh, it's going to end, everything's going to shit. Maybe you've lost money, maybe you held onto some coins you shouldn't have held onto, etc., etc. But this is just to show you that, guys, the adoption is happening. And if you focus on where the value is being added, you focus on the tech, not the gimmicks, I think you can do really, really well in these markets in 2023, 2024, and beyond. So that's all for me today, guys. Just wanted to keep you guys in the loop in terms of crypto news and some of the adoption. This stuff personally gets me super excited. I love to see that this technology is being utilized. Right now, I'm a data engineer, and I'm kind of looking at opportunities to leverage data and how that's going to translate into Web3. So it's really interesting to see kind of companies like BMW, especially using it to streamline their financial services. It's probably going to be using a lot of smart contracts. How is that going to be audited, etc. There's so many interesting things that align this with my day job, and also my passion for this industry, for cryptocurrencies, for the fact that it can add so much value and enhance the quality of life for a bunch of people, especially with this these kind of the central bankers here for El Salvador coming in and just talking about Bitcoin and how you can utilize that. Corruption is such a big issue in these countries, and when you have blockchain that has like transparency and decentralization, you have something that can really unlock so much value. Anyways, I'm going on too much, guys. That is all for me, guys. Stay safe and peace out.